Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's going on, LumioseStation? FearlessFearow here. Welcome to my first ever Wi-Fi video up on this channel. My first ever video in general on this channel as well. I had this Wi-Fi battle against my best friend Ian, aka Alpha Zapdos, and this battle was decent. I mean, there was a lot of misplays and some good plays as well. We're not really that experienced yet in Wi-Fi battles, so you know, it's decent because it's a decent battle for us, at least, because as I said, we're not really experienced yet. We're pretty inexperienced, so this was good practice for us, and overall a pretty good battle. Let's do a little team preview here. I am running the screen clef key, light screen and reflect, I guess, screener clef key, however you want to say it, I guess. And then my Mega is Blastoise. It's a rapid spinner too, so he doesn't have, actually I think his Aggron sets up rocks, so I don't think it really comes into play that much in this game, but I have that just in case. And then I have Talonflame because it's Talonflame, not really, don't really need to explain that. And then Goodra is my special wall. It's Assault Vest Goodra, so it's really good at taking special attacks. And then Gourgeist is my physical wall, and Gourgeist does pretty well in this battle, especially in the end, and you'll see why in when I start up the battle, when you see the battle. And then my last member is Diggersby, and it's a Choice Scarf Diggersby, so it's really good in that regard. So yeah, and then his team, he's running the Goodra, and his Goodra is actually pretty unique. You'll see why in the battle. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. He's sort of scratching up a storm right now. So yeah, his Goodra's pretty unique. You'll see why when you see the battle, but we don't need to explain that because you'll see. I'll explain it in the video when we see it. So he also has a Serperior. Now I haven't seen Serperior at all. Oh my god, dude, Gunther. That's my dog's name. Gunther, can you stop, please? Thank you. Okay, he always does this when I record. I'm not even joking. So Serperior, he has a Serperior. It's actually pretty decent. It's a sub and leech seed set, so it's pretty annoying, and yeah, it's just really annoying. And then he has the Mega Aggron. It's pretty good, very bulky, because his ability is just insane. And then he has the Azumarill. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's a pretty nice powerhouse. And then he has the Iron Fist or Infernape, which is pretty cool. It's a really nice Pokemon. And then he has his little screener as well, his Meowstic. So let's go ahead and start this battle up, guys. Alright, so keep in mind that this is my first ever like post-commentated, like this is my first ever attempt at post-commentating a Wi-Fi battle, so don't expect anything amazing. This is my first ever time. So alright, so Meowstic uses Imprison, and right off the bat I use Foul Play, which I'm really surprised that I did, because I was gonna set up screens and I'm like, why not just use Foul Play right off the bat? So, and it turns out that it worked out in my favor, because if I used Light Screen or Reflect, I wouldn't be able to, because he set up the Imprison. So that actually worked out in my favor quite well. And then I set up the spikes here. He's gonna set up his screens, which I mean, I don't really mind that much. It's good on his part, which I mean, I don't really mind it that much. It's just Light Screen and Reflect. We can get past it. And then I'm using these turns right here to set up my spikes. I actually get 3 layers of spikes up, which is really nice. He sends out his Goodra here because he probably wants to go for like a Fire Blast on me or something like that, but I use my last I set up my last layer of spikes here. So his Goodra's out. I'm gonna switch out probably into what, Blastoise. Oh, I sent out my own Goodra, that's right, because my Goodra is very tanky, and he can take a Fire Blast very well, as you guys can see. Watch this. Boom, it does, what, 15 HP, so that's pretty crazy. He goes for the Draco Meteor, and you'll see why his Goodra is unique here in a second, guys. So, as you can see, his Goodra outspeeds mine, which isn't a big deal, really. And look at this. He has the White Herb Goodra. I'm like, wow, really? I've never seen that. And he, actually EV trained his Goodra in speed so that he outspeeds a lot of things, which is quite amazing. And he just overpredicted here. He thought I would switch out, but I didn't switch out because Goodra just, I mean, my Gudra's kind of finished right here. I can't really do much else, so I just decided to leave it in, and he kind of overpredicted there, which is kind of bad for him. He goes for the Draco Meteor, he misses, and I can get off another Dragon Pulse, which is really nice on my part, and your guys are going to see what happens next right here. He misses again! So I get to take out his Gudra with a Dragon Pulse. I'm like, wow, luck is on my side today, and I just got extremely lucky. Yeah, that's just nothing much else to say there. I just got extremely lucky. His Reflect wore off right there. He sends out his Aggron here. This thing is super tanky. At least I got some spikes damage off on him right there. He Mega Evolves, of course, because, you know, he's Mega Aggron. And I think I go for the Fire Blast here, if I remember. Yeah, and now, look how, I don't remember how well he takes this, actually. Oh, yeah, he takes that pretty well. And I got the burn! Oh man, I forgot about that. I'm just getting so lucky. I think I recorded, or I did this battle like 2 days ago, so I don't really remember that well, but it turns out that I got extremely lucky with that burn. Wow. So the light screen wears off, that's why Fire Blast wasn't doing that much, but I take him out with this Fire Blast here because the light screen wore off. And my Gudra is still hanging around because that Aggron couldn't do much damage to me because it was burned. So he sends out his Meowstic here, probably just to set up more screens or whatever. Oh, okay. He's just going to finish me off with a Psychic. That's fine. So Gudra did its job. Took out a lot of his Pokemon. Got pretty lucky to say the least, but, you know, it's Pokemon. So Gourgeist is coming out. I got the Frisk, which, I mean, that's really the only ability you should run on Gourgeist. There's nothing much else to run on it. Except, I don't know, I don't even know what abilities it can have, but my Gourgeist is the supersized one, so it has really good defense and HP. I set up the Leech Seed here just so that I can whittle down his Meowstic, because this thing just wants to set up screens again, which, again, I don't really mind. It's just kind of annoying not being able to do that much damage to his Pokemon, but that's okay. So I set up the Leech Seed, as I said, so I'm going to get enough health back right here to be able to take him out with the Shadow Sneak, I think, on this turn. I'm pretty sure, so let's see if I take him out right here. No, I don't. Wow, that's kind of stinks, but his Psychic's not going to do that much. This Meowstic isn't known for being that special attacking, I guess, because it's more of a wall. The male Meowstics are, at least. So there we go, we take him out with the Leech Seed damage, and that is the end of his Meowstic. I think he has 3 Pokemon down, so... Or does he only have 2 down? I don't really recall. But here comes the Infernape. This thing's pretty crazy. It's a really nice Pokemon. I kind of want to make one of these myself, but I switch out here because, yeah, I don't want to take a Fire Punch to the face. So I send out my Blastoise. He goes for the Fire Punch, okay. So he didn't, he probably could have went for like a Thunder Punch predicting my switch, but I guess he just wanted to play it safe. And he is running the Life Orb Infernape, which is pretty cool. So I Mega Evolve here, obviously, and I think I go for the Water Pulse. And he goes for the Close Combat right here, and I could have sworn this would have taken me out, honestly, but Blastoise hangs on, because Blastoise has pretty good defenses overall. I think Mega Blastoise even has better defenses than normal, so luckily I take that and I take him out with the Water Pulse here. So Infernape didn't do that much damage to my team, luckily, so that's really nice. He sends out a Azumarill now, probably just to get the easy kill with whatever, Aqua Jet or something. Oh, I wanted to save my Blastoise because I wanted to save him for Death Fodder later in the match, but he sort of predicts that, I think, and goes for the Play Rough here, which is quite surprising. That was a pretty nice play on his part, and he does a ton of damage to my Gourgeist right there, which is not very nice. Okay, so I switch out again because I don't want to take another Play Rough. I switch into Klefki, okay. That's decent, but I don't really take a Play Rough that well as a Klefki, as you guys can see. I mean, it does a good, like, 40%, 35, but, yeah, 40%. That's not too bad. Here comes a Serperior. This thing is so annoying, man. I set up my Reflex here, my screens. Late game screens, I guess you could say, which is good. It's always good to set up your screens, even later. It's fine if you set them up later. Doesn't really matter. So I set up my screens here, as I said. He's gonna go for the substitute here, which is super annoying. Oh my gosh, dude. Substitute Leech Seed, I don't like this combination, especially when someone's using it against me. It's super annoying. So he's gonna just Leech Seed, Substitute, and Giga Drain pretty much this whole time for like a good 8 turns or something. I send out my... Oh, he goes for the Glare predicting my switch, which was which is a nice play on his part. I send out my Talonflame, get paralyzed, and this paralysis, I get parahaxed a lot, like 2 or 3 times, which kind of stinks. Yeah, I get paralyzed right here. It's kind of good, like payback on his part, because I was getting lucky in the first part of the match, and now he's, you know, getting payback on me for getting super lucky in the beginning of the match. So here he goes, setting up his Leech Seed, all that good stuff, and all he can really do is Giga Drain me, which I quad resist that, so that doesn't really do much at all. And all I really need to do now is just break his sub and then go for an... I get paralyzed again, which is super annoying. I just want to break this dang sub and I just get paralyzed. But I do break the sub, I think this turn, which is good. He's going to get all his health back from the leftovers and the Leech Seed. So, you know, way to go Serperior, I guess. I got my leftovers on my Talonflame though, so that's nice. And then I go for more Leech Seed. This whole HP business just takes forever. You all know how it goes. Alright, so I go for the Brave Bird here. Finally, I get the Brave Bird off and to take out his sub. So his sub's broken, which is nice. And then I get a crit, which is absolutely unneeded. And then, what does he do? He probably just goes for a Giga Drain, yeah. It's not going to do anything. But he is back at full HP, I'm pretty sure, by now. Yeah, he is. So I make a pretty bad play. I don't think I make it right now, but I do make it pretty soon. You guys will see what I do, which is pretty bad. So I get paralyzed again, which sucks, so that means he can set up another free sub. Super annoying, right? But what can you do? So I get paralyzed, as I said, and he's just going to keep doing what he's doing. Gosh, man, this Serperior, as I said, just super annoying. Alright, so here we go with all the HP's business. All the HP business. Okay, so I make a pretty bad play here. I go for the Brave Bird. Probably what I should have done is went for the Roost, because I'm getting pretty low on HP. And I should have just roosted so that I really should have just roosted right there so that I can have full HP, so that I wouldn't be losing so much HP to all the Leech Seed and the Brave Bird recoil, which, as I said, was a pretty bad play on my part. That's just my Talonflame's downfall in the end. So I could have went for the Roost right here too, I think, but I ended up going for the Brave Bird because I just wanted to take out the Serperior, because I just wanted this thing to die already because it was so annoying. So the Reflect wears off, and I go for the Brave Bird. Lucky that Reflect wears off, but I'm pretty sure he takes this Brave Bird either way. Let's see if he took it or not. Yeah, he takes it, because his Serperior is a defensive Serperior, so he is able to take that Brave Bird, and my Talonflame just dies to their Serperior, which is quite surprising, because you'd think that Talonflame has the upper hand against a Serperior, but nope, it doesn't in this case. So my Talonflame is down. Talonflame is down. And I send out my Diggersby here just so that I can get the clean kill, the easy kill on this Serperior. So I get the return off, and it's easily going to kill him. I don't even think that crit mattered. It might have. I don't know. That Diggersby is pretty that Serperior was defensive, so it could have mattered. I'm not sure. But he sends out the Azumarill. I can't talk. He sends out the Azumarill here. He goes for the Aqua Jet. I just sacked off my Diggersby here, which kind of stinks, but that's the only thing I could do. I wanted him to get locked into Aqua Jet so that I can just send out my Gourgeist. And this was what I was talking about, how Gourgeist did really well in the end. It just took the Aqua Jet, and bam, took it like a champ, and then I finish him off with a Seed Bomb. And that is the end of the game. So yeah, good game, Ian. We're gonna battle again a lot, I'm sure of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was my first ever post-commentated Wi-Fi battle, so I need to get better at it. yeah, I just need to get better. So it's good practice for me, and it's good practice for me Wi-Fi battling as well. I'm pretty inexperienced, as I said, so it's good practice. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Wi-Fi battle. If you did, be sure to smash that like button for me. It really helps out a lot. And also check out all the conductors here on this channel if you haven't already. Sub to them and sub to LumioseStation, of course, if you haven't already too. Our channels, me and Ian's channel, will be in the description as always. So feel free to check us out if you want. And that's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.